Introduction to Starfleet Battles. Cadet Scenario Number 3, Convoy Raid. Drone Range. All drones are assigned an endurance expressed in turns. In Introduction to Starfleet Battles, this is 3 turns for all drones. If the drone has not been destroyed or hit its target, when this endurance is exhausted, it is removed from play. Drones cannot be recovered, that is, they cannot be picked up. Note that if a drone is firing during a given impulse, of a turn, it will reach the end of its endurance during the same impulse of a later turn. Okay, so for example, a drone launched on impulse 4 of turn 3 will be removed if it has not hit its target or been destroyed by the end of impulse 4 of turn 6. Okay, really enjoying this, and I'm really seeing what was behind Starfleet Battles. Okay, so it's been a few days, but the player aid sheet, I see it's turn 2. It is the 4th impulse, the start of the 4th impulse, so we move ships. I have notes still, my notepad to the side of the map, so I can review everything. I chose speed 8 now. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't film the start of this scenario. Never mind. Yeah, I started Cadet Scenario Number 3, Convoy Raid. No real questions, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm doing a few things incorrectly, but I think if I'm doing a few things incorrectly, I'm getting the feeling that these are things that could be straightened out with just continued play, and certainly play face to face. Okay, so turn to impulse 4. I started off. This is my Klingon ship. Was it Destruction or yeah, just my. So I'm playing the Klingon cadet battle cruiser Destruction. I am going after these 4 freighters that are heading this way towards the top of the map and off the map. I have caused, again, I'm looking at my notes. I launched drone A, and I wrote down that I launched it in the first impulse of turn 1. So it will last, as I just read about here again, it'll last until the end of the first impulse of turn 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, of course. And I also noted that it was launched against Freighter A, because I believe when I launch it, it's locked on that target and that target alone. Now I was just wondering, what happens if there's a ship that's in the way and the drone is coming? But obviously, to remember the size of these hexes, obviously the drone goes straight through and heads towards the target that it was locked on. So I did jot down that it was launched against Freighter A. What else? I've caused 9 points of damage on Freighter A. Oh, look at that. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I've caused 9 points of damage against A, 11 points against D. So obviously, oh wait, 4 points of damage against C and 2 points of damage against B. But clearly I'm causing damage towards the near targets. I guess I probably should have locked the drone onto a far target. Anyways, it's locked onto Freighter A. Drone A is locked onto Freighter A, and Freighter A already has 9 points of damage. Again, it's 5 points of damage to drop the freighters. How nice. 5 points of damage to drop the freighter's shields, and then after that, it's 20 points of internal damage. Yeah, destroys it. So 25 points altogether. Okay. What's the difference? Each freighter is presumed to be armed with a phaser 2. The weapon will cease to function immediately when the freighter has received 5 points of internal damage. Oh, okay. I thought it was the first 5 points of damage, so okay. So it's 5 points to drop the shield, 5 points of internal damage to knock out its phaser 2, and then 15 more points of internal damage after that to destroy the ship. And it also slows down. This is probably one of the more important points, is that after receiving 10 points of internal damage, which by the way, not only has it lost its phaser, but the speed is reduced to 3 hexes. After receiving 15 points of internal damage, the speed is reduced to 2 hexes. So that's how you slow them down. So you can pick them off. Bad expression, but slow them down so that you can cause more damage before they get away. Okay. Okay, move ships. I'm gonna continue this way because basically, I'm thinking I'm gonna come around the pack of freighters. That's what I'm thinking. So destruction, which is moving at speed 8 now, moves, and then and all the freighters are going speed 4, so they do move. So move, and then oh, that's it. Move seeking weapons. So I guess they'll go. The drone will go like that, I guess. Okay. Resolve seeking weapons, launch seeking weapons, which I guess I could launch another drone. That's interesting. Launch after I move the ship. I'm going to do that. I'll launch. I'll launch drone Bravo. I think I put it on there like that. So because I want it to go after ship C, so I'm going to write that down. Drone B targeted at freighter C and launched in the 4th impulse of turn 2. I do believe it's 1 drone per turn, so I'm in the 2nd turn. So I'll do that. So I'm going to review that. Okay, that's right. So direct fire weapons. So it's the 4th impulse, which means that freighter B fires its phaser, because it's A fires in impulse 2, B in impulse 4, C in 6, and D in 8. So it is I'm not sure. Does it matter what? Well, let me move this. It's funny that I think I have to look at it. Of course, I don't have to look at it. Okay. Phaser 2 and disruptors. And I guess I can shoot everything. Oh, but okay, here's where the arcs. Oh, here's where the arcs come in. Just to remind myself. Okay, so the Klingon cadet battlecruiser has. I'm surprised they don't just list all the weapons in a table, just line by line. But anyways, I'm sure you learn this stuff pretty quickly when you play the game a lot. So, all right, but not me. This doesn't come naturally. I'm not a Star Trek fan. Never played any of these games of this type. So there's a phaser 2 with a FX arc. So FX is kind of the widest arc that I can see, and the widest one that I've seen so far. because it's even wider than half. Okay, so yeah, so that one can fire at. See, I don't know. I mean, do you? I think you have to declare them all. All right, so phaser 2 at A. Phaser 2. Okay, those are the left and the rear. Well, oh. Well, I guess C is it there. What? All right. All right, the right one cannot fire. Maybe I should do it this way. The right phaser 2, which is right and right rear, cannot fire, or doesn't have a target. Okay, so what does that leave? Forward arc disruptor B, forward arc disruptor A, forward arc, left front, right front. So, okay. This is silly that I feel like I have to look at it, but okay. So that's, yeah, that is. So, okay, so disruptor, disruptor, phaser, phaser. 2 phasers and 2 disruptors. So, and he cannot be. This one can only be one that's not a forward arc, which is both disruptors. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm going off camera. Okay. You know, I am going to get in the habit of writing this down. I'm sure after just a little bit of play, won't have to do that. Yeah, I should just get in the habit of that, because I don't see this stuff intuitively yet, because it's just mechanical right now. Okay. Well, let's go to resolve direct fire. Well, no, I'll do this. So freighter B fires at Klingons. Okay, this was disruptors first. I think I did disruptor and disruptor. Disruptor, phaser. Okay. So then we go to, let's see if I can even remember that. I thought about writing this down after all of this, but I'm going to do that from now on. Okay. The freighter fires, they roll a 2. They roll a 2. A 2 with a phaser 2 at range 4 is 2 damage. Okay. Which I already wrote down the damage on my notepad, but the point is the line goes right down. It splits the shields, right? So in the introduction, in the introductory rules, at cadet scenario 3 level, this is randomly determined. I know there's much more satisfying rules later, but at this point, it's a random die roll. So you're doing odd and even for the different shields. So then, since to me this is shield 1 in the front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, odd and even. So odd is the front. So the freighter rolls a 3, which means it's the odd shield. So that's shield 1. So I took the damage off of, which by the way, the Klingon ship now has 5 damage to its front shield. It's shield number 1. Okay. So that's that. And then This was the first one I did, straight across with the disruptor at range 4, and I rolled a 1. That's easy. That's 4 points of damage to freighter C. So it already had 4 points of damage, so I'm adding 4. So C now has 8, which means no shield, which means, okay, yeah. Wonder what, I mean, I know there are different rules later, I think, but wonder what the point of, well, okay, I guess because it's taken 8 points of damage, that's 3 internals. Okay, all right, I guess that's the significance of that. Okay, this is the other disruptor at a range of 2. I need a 1 to 5 to hit. He rolls a 4, so that's 4 points of damage on freighter Delta. They already have 11 points damage, so we add another. Yeah, I need to pay attention to who can't fire. So that is 15 now. So Delta has taken 15 points of damage, which is 10 points internal, which means that no phaser. So write that down. No phaser 2, and its speed is now, because it's taken 10 points of internal damage, so its speed is now 3. I have to remember that. I think that takes effect the following turn. Speed reductions take effect at the start of the next turn after that damage is scored. Okay, I guess that's just something to remember. Okay, now we go to phaser 2 against A at a range of 3. I didn't even look at that, did I? That's 3 damage. So they've taken 12 now, which means that they've taken 7 internal. This is almost too easy. No phaser 2. So now, maybe I'm missing something. Now Alpha, Freighter Alpha there, and Delta have no phasers. Maybe I'm missing something. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a die roll of 2, with a phaser 2 is 2 points of damage. So Bravo is now 4 points of damage. Just seems too easy. Maybe I'm missing something, but okay. End of the impulse. On to impulse 5.